tonight we'll be going over Chapter 8. I forgot what it was called. The Four Winds. And yes, the panther is on the prowl. If it moves, it's being attacked like crazy. So I apologize because it's going to be loud, whatever it is she's trying to attack. To be young and full of energy, right? Okay. So the prompt for this is, in what ways can you invite the energies of the Celtic circle, which are different than, well, everybody's got their own circle. Everybody. They all got to be different. Special. Of course. In what ways can you invite these energies into your daily life? In what ways do you already honor these energies, consciously or not? What do these energies mean to you, and how do they promote wholeness in your life? So, I wrote down at the top, battle is in the north, prosperity is in the east, music is in the south, learning is in the west, kingship or sovereignty is in the middle. And of course we have to use Carl Jung because I guess he's Celtic somewhere. So he puts thinking in the north, sensation in the east, feeling in the south, intuition in the west, and individualization in the middle. So now, when I first read this prompt, I completely read this differently. I thought we had to explain how we use the Celtic circle in our daily life, as opposed to just the energies. So I was thinking, I'm going, okay, well, I don't. I use an 8-pointed circle, not a 4-pointed circle, and I was making this way different than what the prompt actually is. Okay. When I first read this prompt, I was very nervous about answering it, and I'm here answering it at the last minute on my timeline of when I want these done. Every day, I'm in conflict with most aspects of my life, so I embody that one pretty deeply on the physical plane. What I realized today is, while talking to others on their own spiritual journey, is that after that dragon initiation I participated in, the biggest conflict I have ongoing is allowing the growth of that tree of courage. I've been crying a great deal and clearing out the past and making room for a stronger me to face what's to come. Battle can also mean the death of the old and a rebirth of the new. Like how a snake sheds its skin or a hermit crab finds a new shell once he outgrows his current one. Jung calls this direction thinking. I think they go quite well together. I would much prefer to do my battles in my mind through thought than to have that manifest into the physical plane. In the East is prosperity. Boy, did I fail that class. Jung calls this direction sensation, which I find interesting. I would say I'm in conflict with this direction. For the longest time, I felt any form of prosperity was a selfish thing. Many do. Money is the root of all evil, we are taught. I now understand that it is truncated, and I don't know the whole line. Money is a tool, just like any other tool. We don't have an abundant life because we don't think we can have one. Usually the result of a poor childhood or low self-esteem, meaning growing up poor. So we're taught that, our station in life is to always have lack. I am abundant in a lot of things: lack, self-doubt, confidence. I need to win the battle with myself and reverse that abundance into opposites of those terms. I'm working on that now. As for Jung's sensation, I think it's a stretch to link the two. If you're talking about the sensation of touch, or of touching your prosperity, it's an easier stretch. You can touch an abundance of food, money, etc. If you're using the graces, you do get an energy sensation in your head in different locations based on which grace you're working with. But I would not link that to prosperity. I did consult the book again here, and there is a point to be made about the sensations of those who work with or experience nature on a continual basis. The book referred to farmers specifically, because I guess they like standing in the middle of Ireland, that they pointed to, in the east of Ireland is where they do a lot of farming, I guess, and so they included place names in the book. And with this group of people, that the Irish are all that matter. From Ireland itself, not the people who have been caused to go elsewhere. A person who is tuned in can feel a person that is tuned into nature can feel the energy around them in ways that those who are not spiritual cannot comprehend yet. And I think that's actually starting to change already. Eventually, you won't need to be spiritual at all to be able to feel the energies. In the South, music should really mean art, which goes along perfectly with Jung's feeling. Art is driven by emotion, which is also what inspires me to write my poetry. I also think the whole let the music go where it takes you works here as well. This would be defined as not being inspired by your emotions, but by the energy or mood in the air. The ambient stuff, not the stuff radiating from yourself. This actually sounds like an interesting exercise to do with poetry. For me, writing, poetry or otherwise, including assignments like these, help me discover more about myself because I don't know what's going to come out. Until it does. Then I stare at the words until I comprehend what just came out. I am a vessel through which my muse speaks. West, well, I'm learning to trust my intuition. See what I did there? Told you. It's like she's up on catnip. The West is the home of the intellect, though I would question intuition being with intellect, because they put intellect, wisdom, and intuition all in the same lump. Now, for those who know what I actually use, wisdom is in the northwest, not the actual west. So, to me, they very much should all be separated out. Intellect and knowledge are mentally focused, stuck in the head. Intuition and wisdom are not quite matches to knowledge and intellect. You do need all four of these aspects to be properly balanced. Knowledge and intellect are about learning and retention. Wisdom combines experience and intuition with knowledge and intellect to create balance, generally. Balance is required to embody wholeness. The center is sovereignty and individuality. These are the exact same thing. We were created to be sovereigns of our own person. We are supposed to be able to maintain balance on our own in all aspects and hold ourselves accountable if we slip up. You hurt somebody, you fix it. As a species, we have fallen far. As individuals, we need to stop blaming others for things that happen to us. See where we personally could have done better and do better next time. When I first began meditating and started this path 3 years ago, one of the things I did was discover my fractals, the parts of me I broke off in order to fit in with those around me. A strong me was unacceptable. A courageous me was unacceptable. Speaking my mind was unacceptable. Being creative was unacceptable. I used to write my poems on the blackboard when I was in high school, but my classmates didn't appreciate it. Not many do, but that is still the best-selling book I have right now. It's my poetry book. I completely lost my spot. Okay. I even quit writing for over a decade because no one cared about what I wrote, so I thought that meant I also must not care. Or that I just don't have any talent, or I shouldn't be doing it, period, because, if they don't care, why should I? I no longer care for the opinion of those who don't appreciate me. I now understand they are simply not my people, and if it brings me joy, I should be doing it. For me, the 4 aspects culminate into being able to stand in your sovereignty. Once I have finally fully incorporated all the aspects of me I cut off, standing in my sovereignty will be a true demonstration of the healing I've been through. And I'm pretty sure there are things I left out from the prompt of what they were asking for, but I've read this thing twice prior to submitting it, and I can't think of anything else that I should add. I'm sure they'll tear me apart. They always do. Yay. I don't think I have anything else I need to add in terms of explanation. And she's just going to keep being loud and obnoxious. So, thank you for watching. Have a good night.